I'm deleting all of this. This is bad. Hey, it's Lorraine. Welcome back to my channel and back to the vlog. I think the last clips I had was I was at the nail salon, which crazy story. Oh my goodness. So usually I go get a manicure like once a month, right? I go over the weekend and everything is normal. It's a quiet day, or it's like a quiet morning at the salon, and I'm sitting there, my nail tech, we're doing my nails, we're taking last month's color off, putting on this month's color, and the fire alarm goes off. So, you know, we're like, oh, she's like, hey, it's just a drill. And I'm like, that's fine, you know, happens all the time, I guess. And we're sitting there, she continues filing my nails, and then we're like 5 minutes in and it's still going off, and she's like, do you have any like earbuds or earplugs you could put in? And I'm like, no. So I'm sitting like this while my nail tech is doing my nails, and this goes on for another like 5 minutes. So I'm texting my mom, who is running some errands, and she was gonna come back and come get me. And I'm like, hey, the fire alarm is going off. And she's like, do I need to come get you? And I'm like, no, they're just saying it's a drill. So we continue with my nails, and then the receptionist, she comes through and she's like, you know, I think I'm just gonna call the fire department, see if they can just come out and turn it off, because she's like, there's nothing on fire over here. And I'm like, hey, that's cool, do what you need to do. So my nail tech, she's just getting to the point where I think we're on like my last couple of fingers. Receptionist comes through, she looks panicked, and she's like, we need to evacuate. So she's like, everyone's more welcome to stand outside, go sit in their cars. You know, we'll let everyone come back in once we have like an all clear. And I'm like, well, I was just dropped off. So me and like two other ladies, we're just standing outside like, all right, it's a little chilly, but it's all good, you know. And in this little stretch where my nail salon is at, there's a few other businesses, one of those being a crumble cookie store. So I'm under the assumption that something went off over there, because that's honestly the only thing that makes sense for those stretch of stores. I think within like a few minutes, the fire alarm turned off. We went back in, and my nail tech, she did such an amazing job. Like, these are probably the best nails I've had done in a while. And yeah, she finished them and I went on my merry way. But yeah, that was probably the most exciting manicure I've had done in a while. But yeah, anywho, right now, I'm gonna be so real, I'm just putting away laundry. I mean, this is realistic vlogs. I'm being super realistic. I'm being super realistic and relatable. I'm putting away laundry. But yeah, anywho, I'm just gonna speed up the laundry process and see you in the next clip. Should I do a recreating Pinterest outfits in the future video? I honestly have so many clothes in my closet that I probably could do like one for each season. So I could do like, you know, summer edition, fall edition, winter edition, spring edition. I don't know, should I? If you think I should, comment down below. I don't know, comment like clothing emojis or something. So much. Hello vlog. I just came back from grocery shopping and I figured why not show you guys what I get. What I got. So first, we'll start with Aldi. I got these beautiful pine berries. I've never had one, so I will be doing a taste test later. Heart cherry juice. If you've never had their honey battered chicken, this is really good and is really great for like a quick lunch. I love these. Also, in terms of quick lunches, I also have pasta rings and meatballs. The protein to calorie ratio on these things is pretty good, so this is a good go-to. I got 2 of those. The Aldi brand of the Raspberry Rose Probiotic Soda. This is a really good flavor. They also, Aldi had acai fruit bowls. Figured I've never had an acai fruit bowl. Might as well try it. I also got some protein granola. I have a bunch of Greek yogurt in the fridge that I need to eat. Also, the Aldi version of Fairlife 2% milk. Let me tell you, love this shit. And from my local grocery store, I got a bunch of raspberries. I had a deal. Some grapes. I got the raspberry hot chocolate. As you can see, I'm a big raspberry fan. Some pre-peeled pre-cracked, pre-shelled pistachios. Also, just some high chew candy. And from my local Meijer, I got myself 0 sugar raspberry jello, 0 sugar black cherry jello, and 0 sugar chocolate vanilla pudding. So yeah, that is everything that I got when I was grocery shopping today. Alright, I'm gonna try the pine berries. So I just washed one. I've heard they're supposed to taste like a cross between like a pineapple and a strawberry. Alright, here's the strawberry, or pine berry. Alright, here we go. Here's what it looks like on the inside. And I'm gonna be so honest, it just tastes like a tart strawberry. There really isn't, I wouldn't say it's anything special. Is this gonna be an okay angle? One day I will find a good angle in this kitchen. Tomorrow is my fiance's birthday and he wanted to keep things low-key. I'm gonna be making him some red velvet brownie. I'll link the recipe I'm using in the description box in case you want to try it and or it turns out good. But yeah, let's go ahead and make some red velvet brownies. Let's grab the ingredients. So we need flour and well, we're gonna need sugar, so I'm just gonna get that down. For granulated sugar, we got flour. We're gonna need cocoa powder and cornstarch, vanilla extract and red food coloring, salt, eggs, butter, and vinegar. And I have my white vinegar. 1 salt, sugar. All right, let's whisk our dry ingredients. Yeah, okay, I don't want to spill. There we go. That's what the dry ingredients look like. So this is when I should read more of the recipe because I should have mixed the butter and sugar together. Oh well. Again, look at how big this egg is. Eggs are whisked. And then a tablespoon of red food coloring. That doesn't seem safe. the tried and true Pam to grease my pan. Let's add our wet ingredients, our red egg mixture, into our dry. Look at the color of that batter. Can I get to focus on it? There we go. Look at that color. And the texture is really nice. All right, we're gonna transfer it into my pan. And then we're gonna bake it for 350 degrees for how long? 30 minutes. The bowl is practically clean. Let's spread everything out into the pan. The brownies are in the pan and there is a really thick batter. All right, next I'm gonna stick it in the oven and I will see you guys when the brownies are done. All right, so I just pulled the brownies out of the oven. The color's really nice. I was expecting like the crackle top, but that's not there. So I will be rethinking whether or not I do a white chocolate drizzle or make a cream cheese frosting. It is clearly the next day, and I'm just gonna show you I'm just gonna show you what the brownies turned out looking like. So I probably overcooked them because of course I modified the recipe, which is my own fault by doing it in a different size pan and glass pan, not metal. However, the flavor, phenomenal. Texture turned out more like a cookie than a brownie, but my fiance said that they were still quite good. But this is what they look like. And I mean, they are really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, they are really pretty. Flavor's good. The cream cheese frosting recipe, phenomenal. I should have recorded myself making that, but I didn't. Anywho, that is the end of this vlog, video, etc. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of this. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.